Bubsy was made to rival the likes of Mario and Sonic back in the 90s when they were having their console wars, though there was never really a console for Accolade, which owned Bubsy. It was just supposed to be a little rival. However, Bubsy seemed to get more and more unlucky, and each game that came out kind of got worse and worse, kind of. So, why is this? How come every time Bubsy was in a game, or in anything for that matter, it sucked? Hi guys, I'm DPX. Welcome to another episode of the In-Depth Detective. Today we look at Bubsy, the Mascot bust. But before we get started, you know what to do. Be sure to like this video, subscribe if you're new, turn on the notifications, and leave a comment. You'll be a loyal subscriber. As I said, Bubsy was put into the world to be a competitor to the likes of Mario and Sonic during their heated rivalry in the console wars. However, it really was no competition. Bubsy is similar to many other 90s video game mascots who suffered the same fate as him. And yeah, Bubsy's only one of the casualties. Part of the problem is that they couldn't rival Mario and Sonic because they didn't really have a console to do that with. And even if they did, the console would not be able to keep up with the Super Nintendo and the Sega Genesis. So Bubsy, if he was meant to compete with Nintendo and Sega, was pretty much doomed from the very start. Accolade didn't necessarily give up on Bubsy yet. They kept pushing him, and pushing him, and pushing him. Bubsy games ended up on pretty much every console at the time, including the Atari Jaguar. Even a Bubsy TV show was planned, however, it was cancelled and never went past the pilot episode. So it's now sort of just this single TV movie. And would you believe it? It wasn't good. None of this worked to push Bubsy into mainstream popularity. In fact, it only helped people get sick of him. If there is anything that is annoyingly present throughout all the Bubsy games, it's cringeworthy puns. The early titles have puns, and I mean like the names, as sort of subtitles or taglines, such as Claws Encounters of the Furred Kind, Forbidden Planet, or Fractured Furry Tales. They actually get people to cringe, and it doesn't help these games one bit, and actually makes Bubsy seem all the more annoying. We can't talk about Bubsy without talking about Bubsy 3D. It was torn apart. Many people, including myself, believe that is one of the, if not the worst game on the PS1, and definitely one of the worst games of all time. Whether it's the pre-alpha look of the game, the puns, the horrible camera, or bad controls, this game did not sit well with pretty much anyone, and was torn apart and killed the franchise. For good? No, it did not kill the Bubsy franchise for good. In fact, in 2017, he actually came back with Bubsy The Woolly Strike Back. And I remember my friend telling me about this, and I was like, you're full of shit. But no, it was true. Let me tell you, no one really asked for it, and it wasn't really that good. I'm gonna be honest. However, Bubsy's back. So maybe this can mean something. He's already coming out with a new game in just a few weeks at the time of recording this, with Bubsy Paws on Fire, which is a bit of a different game. All these others are sort of side-scrolling platformers, as it's an auto runner in the style of the runner games, the Bit Trip games. And it's even done by the same people, so maybe it can actually be good. Though, don't get your hopes up for a good Bubsy game. Just don't. Anyways, it's unfortunate because our little Bobcat never really got a good game to shine. So that is what I call the Mascot bust. However, like I said, anything can change. So that's what I think about Bubsy. That is this episode of the In-Depth Detective. Did you enjoy it? Be sure to like this video, comment, subscribe. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.